Assalamualaikum to Madam Fauzia. My name is Nur Afika and I will be presenting on behalf of my group, and my partner is Rohanita binti Mat Tahir. So today the issue I will be discussing is about internet addiction amongst Malaysian. Internet addiction commonly refers to an individual inability to control his or her hobby of using internet. So in Malaysia, the number of people using the internet is quite high. So in 2016, there have been survey have been done to see how many people in Malaysia have been using internet. So throughout the survey, they have been concluded that under 25 years old, it's around 93% of people using the internet. So age between 25 to 34 is 88%, 35 to 44 years old is 90%, 45 to 54% is 87%, and above 55 is 69% of people using the internet. So the number of internet usage in Malaysia is actually quite high, and majority of the people using internet every day is the group of people aged 25 and below. So having internet addiction is a really not a good thing, because when you too addict in using the internet, it actually affect on your life. So there are actually factors that there are few factors, the reason why people keep on using internet. The first one is a task relevant factor. As for student, we have been given tasks to do assignment or maybe research for our project. So at first we'll be using the reason, okay, we need to use the internet for studying, or maybe for work purpose at first, but then we tend to use it for other purpose. It seems like only half of the people who use the reason for study actually use the internet for study, and the other half actually use it for other things, such as online for social media like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and so on. Okay, the second one is that smartphone. Having smartphone nowadays is a bad. It actually give bad effect on us, because smartphone is really easy for us to use anywhere or anytime. So anywhere we go at any time, we will be using our smartphone. And using smartphone is not only for texting, we will be using it for online, for surveying, I'm not or for surfing the internet for no reason. So that's why people tend to get swayed from using the smartphone for texting purpose to surfing internet purpose. Okay, the third factor is easy internet access, because nowadays people know that everyone like to use the internet. So everywhere we go, we have Wi-Fi. Even shop, even 7E, even restaurant, all of the place have to they have to put Wi-Fi, so that Wi-Fi attract customers to come, attract people to come. And when they have Wi-Fi, that uh, people, so when we go to that kind of place, we usually ask for, okay, what's the password. So every time we go, we will be using the Wi-Fi, because people nowadays are easy. People nowadays have easy access to the internet, and that's why we often use internet all the time. Okay, so there are actually impacts on us using the Wi-Fi, I mean using the internet. Okay, the first impact is insomnia. When we use the internet, we use it until late at night. So actually, when our purpose to go to bed is to sleep, But then we look at our smartphones, and then we tend to surf the internet. So and then our time actually we will be using our smartphone, using and then check the internet. So we never realize that actually time has passed by, and it's actually late at night, and we are still using the internet. So we using the internet, we actually have insomnia and sleeping disorder. So our sleeping order will become different on the next day. We will become tired on the day, but then at night we will be fresh and active using the internet again. So the thing will be on and on every day and every day. The second impact is withdrawal syndrome. Okay, we have been ourselves, we have been using the internet, so our life is actually cope with using the internet every day. So let's say one day we did not use the internet. We go somewhere with our family, so we did not use the internet, and we can feel different in our life. We feel like, oh my god, I'm not using the internet today, so what should I do? It's so boring. I need to know what's going on outside, what's going on in the world. So you have the withdrawal syndrome. It means that you are feeling very, you are not feeling fine, and you feel like you need to use the internet, and you will not enjoy your time with people. So you will only have be focusing in your own life, and then you will not interact with the other people. Okay, so there are preventions to make our life better other than using internet usage. Okay, so the first prevention is to restrict and ban the addictive sites. So every day when we surf the internet, we know which site we will go into, such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, maybe gossip website. So maybe we can try to ban the sites. Maybe not every day, but we can try once in a while, so that when we surf the internet, okay, we know this site are not, we cannot use the site because it has been banned. So maybe we will try to surf, maybe we will try to lessen the time surfing the internet, because we know when we surf the internet, okay, that's not much thing to see or to read or to surf. So we will lessen our time. Okay, second thing is that we have to discipline our time. So let's say today I say I want to use the internet, but maybe for 2 hours. So you discipline your own time. You restrict your time for, okay, only 2 hours. So today I'll try to use the internet for 2 hours. So you open your laptop or your desktop, and then you surf the internet. Maybe you use for your work purpose or your study purpose. And then after you finish doing your work, then only you surf the internet. So after 2 hours time's up, stop. You have to have that courage. You have to have the you really have to discipline your time. The third prevention is to meet real people or socialize. It means that you have to communicate with people around you, your family, your parents, your siblings, and then when we go out with our friends, try to stop using the internet or your smartphone. So try to use your time, spend time with others, having a real communication with people, so that you will not use your internet often. You can start off by one day, and then one day not using the internet, and then maybe for one day only for few times, and then the next day you use it for only once or twice. So after quite some time, you will cope your life with not using the internet every day. So in conclusion, internet addiction is actually a bad thing in your life. actually have advantages and disadvantages, but mostly it have disadvantages on using the internet addiction. So you really need to, really need to have your time for your own life and also for using the internet. So that's all from me. Thank you so much.